Beesmas. It's in mere days. Christmas Eve is literally tomorrow, and Beesmas is going to be coming soon afterwards. There's so many new things coming out. Onett has leaked so much, so all of this can really get confusing at times. So in this video, I'll be telling you guys everything you need to know about this year's Beesmas update and how to prepare. So what's up? It's your favorite white hive. Let's get right into it. Okay, first of all, the main thing that's going to happen, when you first join the game, you are going to get the honey day boost. In the test realm, it gives ×5 pollen, but in the actual main game, it'll give you ×2. Basically, what I mean is that you're going to be able to do some insane boosts, and puff shrooms are going to be so overpowered. So, for starters, tomorrow and on Christmas Day, you should be growing your planters and trying to get them to have the smoke coming out. So that way, you can do puff shrooms during the Beesmas event. Not only that, but you should make sure that on Christmas Day / Christmas Eve, you should be stacking up all of your nectars, so that way you are all prepared for a boost. If you're a white or red hive, you should get some micro converters as well, and if you're a blue hive, just be sure to stack up your bubble blow, as this is an opportunity you do not want to miss. Now, second of all, this is something also extremely important. Onett is making sure that these codes are no longer valid before Beesmas, so make sure that either today or tomorrow you use these codes, as they're extremely overpowered, so you definitely don't want to miss out on all of the sweet rewards. So definitely make sure you have that all ready and done before Beesmas comes out. Now, speaking of Beesmas coming out, when exactly is it going to come out? Well, I'll make a video on that when we have more information, but for now, my main guess is the day after Christmas. Bear is going to be right here in the main game, and obviously Bear is going to have their own quests, and so are all of the other bears / bees around the map. So definitely make sure that your first few days after Christmas are possibly, if you can, free. You want to grind all of these as fast as possible, so that way you can open the presents. But one thing you should also keep in mind is that Beesmas will once again be split into 2 parts this year. Now, here's why this is important, is because part 1 isn't usually as important as part 2, because in part 1, the bears quests all come out, you know, but not all of the endgame ones. This is kind of where you can just kind of slack off, you can take your sweet time and really just enjoy the update. All of the quests in part 1 are pretty easy, so don't obviously be super stressed out about getting all these done. If you're traveling for a few days after Christmas, don't sweat it, because you'll have plenty of time to do these quests. You can actually start stressing out when there's only 2 to 3 weeks left of Beesmas. That's when you start freaking out. But yes, do make sure that you do get those quests, if you can, done as quickly as possible. That way you can unlock stuff like brown bear stockings and use them as many times as possible before the update ends. Now, after that, we're going to come on over to Dapper Bear's shop. Yes, Dapper Bear is going to get quests this Beesmas, so there's actually a way you can prepare for this. As I said about a minute ago, make sure you get your planters with the smoke coming out of them, so that way you can do puff shrooms, but also make sure that you have the planters ready to do Dapper Bear's first quest. Basically, you can just do this by making sure you just really have planters ready. Make sure you have at least 2 planters fully grown, so that way you can get the 25 tokens from planters. Be sure to place one in pineapple as well, so that way you get the pineapple pollen, and then obviously the nectar should be taken care of easily. Now, after that, we have the robo challenge. This is kind of the main focus of the update. Now, Digital Bee, if you didn't know, is extremely overpowered, and your goal is to get this like as fast as possible. Now, I get it if you're early / mid game. You need a literal diamond cog amulet in order to unlock Digital Bee, which is extremely hard to do from what I know. So, my recommendation is the Robux pack. Yes, Digital Bee is going to be released in a Robux pack this Beesmas, and you must buy it, like seriously. Now, it might not actually be worth it to buy it, depending on what it has in the pack, but I'm pretty sure it will be, just because Digital Bee is extremely overpowered, so make sure you know that Digital Bee is going to be a high priority this Beesmas. Next to Digital Bee, we also do have the Robo Challenge that is also a kind of priority, so make sure that you are logging in every single day, not only just to get your daily rewards and your daily Beesmas grind, but also to get your daily Robo Bear passes. I have a picture of it on screen, because the Robo Challenge is going to be pretty OP, so you want to make sure you're doing that as often as possible. Now, one more thing you should note is that Bear's catalog is also coming just like in past years, and some of the things in there are usually pretty expensive, so this is extremely important. It's that you know how to grind snowflakes. Now, a few quick pointers. First of all, your stick bug. If you complete stick bug's quest, then you unlock the festive nymphs. Festive nymphs drop tokens, which are very, very useful, so make sure that you have a ton, and I mean a ton, of tickets saved up, so that way you can do a ton of stick bug runs and get a ton of snowflakes. But that's not as important as this next thing, macro. Oh my gosh, I cannot explain how important macro is going to be. Macro basically allows you to grow your planters for Dapper Bear quests, for the Beesmas quest. It allows you to actually do the Beesmas quest. Macroing allows you to get a ton of gingerbread bears from the gingerbread house. Macroing allows you to get snowflakes, and and really just that playtime badge if you really want it. But macro is so overpowered, and at this point in the game, so crucial to doing some of the endgame Beesmas quests, and also just doing well in Beesmas. If you want to buy a ton of stuff in the Bear catalog, you're going to want to be in the game as much as possible, so that way you can grind snowflakes and gingerbread bears. When Beesmas comes out, I will be making a video on the best snowflake slash gingerbread bear macro, so if you subscribe right now, you won't miss that video. But after that, we have one of the biggest things that I'm extremely excited for this Beesmas. Onett is adding 2 more songs into the game, which I think is pretty cool, but if you didn't know, I'm adding my own. Yes, I'm writing a Bee Swarm parody song. The lyrics are amazing. I showed it to some people. They absolutely love it. The song is a banger. I'm almost done working on it. This is coming out Christmas Day, people, in 2 days, so if you really don't want to miss that, I recommend you subscribe so that way you really just don't miss it. Be sure to set up your macros, guys. Beesmas is coming soon. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you Beesmas Day.